Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
After an impressive win on the road last night against county and conference rival Springs Valley, the Paoli Rams return home to celebrate homecoming with a 4-game winning streak and looking to pick up win number 9 on the season. However, standing in their way, one of the top teams in Class A, Christian Academy Warriors, number 13 in the USA poll, number 14 in the AP, come in with a 9-5 record, and over the past 2 years have had the Rams number. Good evening, everybody, from Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and listen to WUME 953 on Alexa. The Rams now try to keep this winning streak alive here in the middle part of January, but it will be a big test tonight, Bert, at home, against a team that comes in with 2 outstanding individual players.
Yeah, 2 outstanding individuals, and we've seen them for a couple of years now because they have been playing varsity basketball, seems like forever, with David Cook and Joshua Renfro. These kids, they can flat out shoot it, and they have the green light to let it go whenever they get open. Each one averaging 17 points or better. One at 17, one at almost 20 points per ball game. So they will be a handful on the offensive end.
And if the Rams have an advantage, it will be their depth tonight.
Should be, because with the Christian Academy, they go maybe 6 deep, and after that there's a significant drop-off. So if you get a tightly called contest, one that sees Christian Academy in foul trouble, that should play to the strength of Paoli tonight.
It's the Rams and the Warriors. Christian Academy under head coach Hayden Casey in his 5th year, 68-48 overall. Dusty Cole, the head man for the Rams, in his 13th season at his alma mater, 204-91. As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll talk with head coach Hayden Casey and coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Hayden Casey of Christian Academy joins us now. His team on the road tonight, a big matchup with the Rams, but 2 good teams, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But Coach Casey, if you would, kind of for our listeners, fill us in on how things have gone so far for Warrior basketball this season.
Yeah, it's another season to be a blessing to be the coach at Christian Academy with the guys we have, both with the group we have at the varsity level, led by the group of seniors we have, to their talent, but also just the kids they are, man, getting to be around them, even more than you're around your own family. And same for them, they're working all the time. But it is a blessing to be able to have the season we've had so far, whether it's basketball related or just what comes with basketball, getting to be around a special group of kids and getting to pour into their life, while at the same time they're blessing you as well, man. So we got a great group. We love being around. That makes coaching easy.
That it does. That's half the battle, half the time, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And that, like I said, coaching's a lot easier when you have guys that show up every day with good attitudes, good efforts, no matter what adversity's thrown their way, not getting too high, too low, and that can lead to special things as well.
Tell us a bit about this team, Coach, if you would, offensively, defensively, we try and do out on the court.
Yeah, like I mentioned a second ago, it really starts with that core group of seniors. Even one of the managers that's been with us for years now, I think the roles he plays, he's a senior, though. So we have a lot of seniors in different positions on the team that really make us who we are. But out on the court, that core group of seniors with guys like Joshua Renfro and David Cook, our two best scorers. But, Cooper Pelosi as our point guard, Joshua Chansey as our big man, Elijah Logston coming off the bench for us, giving us great hustle minutes. All those guys are seniors. So we really look to them to be leaders on the floor, whether it's in practice or in a tough game like tonight against a great Paoli team. And, we have some young guy by the name of Noah Vance, a sophomore, who starts for us, who's everything you could ask for to coach. So we got a great group who we really push. On the offensive side, we do look to our two scorers a lot in Joshua and David. But, man, we've just been almost begging those other guys I just mentioned to be aggressive. It can take a lot off Joshua and David, but at the same time, we really believe in them. That's not coaching cliche talk. Like, we really believe in those guys playing varsity, all of them, to be able to score the ball and knock down open shots. So offensively, we're just asking every single one of those guys on the floor to be aggressive. And on defense, it's the same way. We really challenge our guys to sit down and guard. We try to mix in some different looks every now and then, but I learned from my mentor when it comes tournament time, there's going to come a time you have to lock a team up to cut down nets, and so we do go primarily man-to-man and try to make it tough on teams. I don't know if we're always successful with that, but we try our best.
What about your matchup with Paoli tonight, Coach?
Well, this game is one I always look forward to, if nothing else, just to be matched up with a program like Paoli. And I don't just say things just to say things, but I, especially as a young coach, have the utmost respect for Coach Cole and the way he runs his program. I have nothing but respect for Paoli as a school. I mean, just everything here is, to me, a model of what things could look like, and I have nothing but respect for it, and the way they do things, the way they play, the way they compete, just a ton of respect for the program Paoli has. And with that said, one of the reasons I respect them so much is their physicality and toughness. It's great when you're watching it on film and you can watch it from the bleachers, but then there comes that time where you're the one playing them and you have to ask your guys to rise to the occasion too. So, this is always a great measuring stick for where we're at. And, I mentioned my mentor a second ago. Another thing he would always say was, these regular season games are practice games, so we want to see this level of physicality, level of toughness, tough road game now for what really matters when that state tournament starts.
Coach, as we break this game down offensively, defensively, what does your team have to do on the road tonight to win?
Oh, man, well, I talk about we ask our guys to be aggressive on offense, whoever's on the floor, and, man, watching Paoli, they got a lot of guys who can hurt you as well. And, starting obviously with Fletcher. I mean, just a phenomenal scorer, and his aggressive mindset is something to admire. But, man, whether it's their other guards, the bigs they have, they've got some real threats everywhere. And not only that, one of their biggest threats is the way they can score off of, forcing the other team into mistakes. All these different looks they can throw at teams in the full court and the half court, the way they can take teams out of what they want to do, the way they can speed teams up. I mean, the list could go on and on, but, man, really impressed with them offensively and maybe even more so defensively. But a lot of that goes back to how hard they play and compete, and that's credit to them and their coaching staff.
So it sounds like you got to match that intensity and physicality tonight.
Oh, no doubt. That'll be the main thing we challenge our guys with, and one thing we challenge them with all season. We have to match the other team's toughness and physicality and energy and effort every night, or we can't be the team that we want to be.
Line up for your ball club tonight.
At the 1 will be number 5, Cooper Pelosi. At the 2 will be number 1, Joshua Renfro. At the 3 will be number 30, Noah Vance. At the 4 will be number 0, David Cook. And at the 5 will be number 20, Joshua Chansey.
Then off the bench for you
will be number 10, Elijah Logston. Will be our main sub. And number 32, Ezekiel Irvin, might find his way in there too.
Everybody healthy, ready to go tonight?
the ones who are healthy and ready to go are.
Well, we'll just see how that goes then tonight, won't we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach Casey, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. Always enjoy talking to you. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't say thanks just to say thanks. You guys do a phenomenal job. I always love talking to you, and I appreciate all you do for the game.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Head Coach Hayden Casey of Christian Academy. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Team OC pregame show rolls on with head coach Dusty Paoli joining us now. Rams return home tonight in a big matchup with Christian Academy. We'll talk about that game with the Warriors in just a few minutes. A doubleheader weekend, Coach. Started off in fine fashion. A big win last night on the road against county and conference rival Springs Valley.
Yeah, that was a big win for us. I thought the kids played well. It's kind of one of those games you come out, you got to make sure that you play harder. You don't want to tiptoe around. You just want to jump in there and play, and then just kind of figure out how you need to play as you get going a little bit. But some teams, every now and then, they'll come out a little bit flat and try to figure that out early and end up not playing very hard. But I thought we did a good job of playing hard and then kind of figuring that out as the game went on and just kind of took its toll on them as we played for 32 minutes.
Coach, except for that rebounding in the first half, it was a real good all-around game for your team.
Yeah, we played good defense. The defense was solid. Again, too many of the second chances in that first half, like you said. But once we made the adjustment there and I stayed in better position, started boxing out a little better, did a much better job the second half, and I got away from them, and I shot the ball better the second half too. I thought we took some better shots again early on. We took some quick ones. Took those jump shots from too far out. We took an extra dribble the second half, and that made a big difference too.
And, of course, Coach, when you got open looks, you were able to knock them down.
Yeah, we've been shooting ball just pretty well. Kirkland did a great job off the bench, hit 3 or 4 in a row there, so he was able to make a couple small runs. Fletcher got going there in the second half especially. But, everything's always easier when the ball goes in the basket, and hopefully we continue to hit those shots, but the key's getting good shots too.
Hey, Coach, your depth again came forward last night because of some foul situations you had to use people.
Huge for us. A lot of fouls called. I think we added them up, maybe over 40 fouls called in the game. And then that's what's good about this team. We do have a lot of depth. When that happens, we can play some different combinations. We can play 8 or 9 guys. We played 10 last night, I think. And that's key for us because a lot of teams just can't do that. And we're okay with it. So we went, to the 9th or 10th guy and kind of kept everybody only having 2 fouls in the first half, where they had a couple guys pick up 3 and made a big difference there in the second half too once those guys got back in the game.
Big win on the road last night for the Rams over Valley. All right, Coach, that's in the rearview mirror now because you've got in the front windshield here a big game tonight and a good test at home against Christian Academy.
Yeah, this is a team got some really good players. They're coached well. They've had a good program, for 4, 5, 6 years now, and they do a really nice job. And it's a team that has actually beat us last 2 or 3 seasons. They beat us in the summer. They've got 2 really good scorers, both averaging over 20 points a game. There's a big guy in the middle, about 6'4". He's averaging about probably 12 or so. He's a nice player, gets about 10 rebounds a game, it seems like. So they've got some real nice pieces, but overall just a solid team that will be a good test here tonight.
What makes them so good besides the play of Cook and Renfro?
Well, they shoot the ball so well. I think they box out really well. They only give you one crack at it. Their defense is solid. You kind of look at the state rankings on the defense. Their points per game average is right there. I think close to a 40 a game, so they're in the top 15 or 20 in the state in that too. So anytime you can shoot the ball like they can shoot it, you play really solid defense and you rebound. You stand a good chance to win every night. And then once they have a lead, they're just hard to come back on. You got two guys shooting 90%, from the free throw line, and they can spread you out a little bit. And they're just hard to play against once they get the lead. So we have to get off to a good start here tonight.
Well, besides getting off to a good start, what other things do the Rams have to do well to win?
Well, we're going to play our pace. We're going to play our game. That's kind of what we do this year to allow to get into the depth. That's the advantage we have for sure. They're only playing about 6 guys. So if we can do that, that'd be big. That's kind of tough to do against a team like that because that's kind of their style to just play 6 and play in a half-court game a little bit more. But, we want to push the pace some. We want to get up and down, see how they're going to handle the pressure. I think once we pressure them out front, that'll kind of tell us what we can do a little bit because who's going to handle the ball out front once that happens? I think some of these good players that usually score a lot on the back end of this stuff is going to have to come get the ball some. And I think we can turn them over a little bit at times, so we'll find out early. But, we also just have to wear them down some. They're only going to play those 6 guys. We're going to play 8 or 9. We're going to play fast. We're going to get up and down. So we're just going to kind of do what we've been doing and see how that goes. But hopefully that'll kind of take its toll a little bit, and maybe those shots will come up a little bit short late in the quarters.
Anything special on the defensive end for Cook or Renfro?
We're just going to do what we do to start the game, but we do have a couple of adjustments. We're going to trap out of the ball screens a little bit, just get the ball out of his hands a little bit. We're going to force Renfro to the baseline a little bit when he's off the ball. So we're actually going to play him on the top side a little bit, which is a little bit different. You usually always stay between your man and the basket. But we're going to play on the top side a little bit just to force him off that three-point line down toward the basket some. So that's a small adjustment. We're going to try some and just see how he handles that. But it's going to be a challenge for our guys the way we play because we switched all screens this year, and when you do that, everybody has to guard him at times. So we have to know who has the ball, know where the scorers are. We have to rotate and shift, just according to that. But just the communication on that's going to be key. You can't go underneath any screens. Everything's got to be over the top because if you go under it, they're going to stop and they're going to shoot a 3. So that'll be key too. Just a little different than we do sometimes. It's just a small adjustment. We've practiced that numerous times, but that's the small adjustments we do sometimes. Sometimes we switch, sometimes we trap, sometimes we go over and under. So we're going to go just over top of those. So just some small things, but those will be key too.
Line up your Rams tonight.
We'll start how we have been with the 3 guards, Fletcher, Dakota, and Cooper, and Traylon and Chad.
Then off the bench,
Bain and Kirkland play a whole lot early, and then we'll play, 8, 9, 10 guys, so all those guys better be ready to go in.
Everybody come out healthy from last night?
We did. There was a big win. They're excited to play again. Homecoming should be just a good crowd again. They didn't play last night, so they've had the week off a little bit. They'll probably be fresh, but I still think our depth could be a big difference here tonight.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head Coach Dusty Cole-Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated, member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best dressed burgers in town. And with our starters tonight, here's Bert Pedigo.
All right, first off for the Christian Academy Warriors and Coach Hayden Casey. 9 wins, 5 losses coming into tonight's game. Depending on which poll you look at, they're either number 13 or number 14 in the Class A this week. They will start with a couple of forwards and 3 guards. The forwards will be David Cook and Joshua Chansey. Cook is 6'5" and a senior, averaging 17. Chansey, 6'4" senior, averaging 9.2. The guards will be Joshua Renfro, Cooper Losey, and Noah Vance. Renfro, 6'3", a senior, averaging 19.7. Losey, 6'2", a senior, averaging 5.6. And Vance, 6 foot and a sophomore, averaging 2.9. For the Paoli Rams and Coach Dusty Cole, they come into tonight's ball game with a 9-1 record. They will start this way with Traylon Minton and Chad Sullivan at the forward spots. Minton, 6'2", a junior, averaging 3.8. Sullivan, 6'3", a junior, averaging 11.6. The guards will be Fletcher Cole, Cooper Spires, and Dakota Apple. Cole, 6 foot, a senior, averaging 22. Spires, 6'1", a junior, averaging 5.7. And Apple is 6'2", and a sophomore, averaging 4.9. Your starting lineups tonight, they've been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. Should be an up-and-down ball game. Paoli scores it at 65, and Christian Academy, they score it at nearly 60. And Dave Dedrick, he will take us through tonight's ball game.
Well, it'll be Cook and Sullivan. Cook controls the tap in the backcourt. Christian Academy has the first chance at the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Working on the baseline, driving in Losey, the point guard. He'll pull it back out. Rams open up in the man-to-man. Renfro to the baseline in the corner, picked up by Cole. Kick it out in the corner to Cook. Dribbles into the arc, pass it out around the perimeter. Vance has it on the left wing. Vance dribbles between a couple of defenders, bobbled it, got it back, and gives it up out front to Joshua Renfro, averaging almost 20 a game. Pick and roll, but the Rams cover it perfectly on the switch that time. Out front, Losey will reset. Played 30 seconds, no score. The team has even put a shot up yet. Vance has it on the right wing, top of the key to Chansey. Chansey pulls out Sullivan from down in the paint. Out front, working behind the back dribble, Renfro. Dump it down to Chansey, splits 2 defenders, put it up off the glass, bounced around twice on the rim and falls through. And the Warriors are up on top, 2-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Christian Academy will open up in there, man-to-man. Rams go double high post set, overload the right side to Apple on the right wing. Apple into the high post to Minton. Here's Sullivan working down, spin move in the lane, got some movement and also some space as he lowered the shoulder, put it up and good off the glass for his first 2, and we are tied. Full court pressure for Paoli, 2-2-1. Down the left sideline, Vance has it into the offensive end, bounce pass to Chansey. He drives left side, lays it up and in. Joshua Chansey, averaging almost 10 a game, gets his first 2, and it's a 4-2 Christian Academy lead. Ball knocked away, stolen out front. Driving in is Losey, put it up with the left hand, and good. Losey's first 2 of the night, turnover on the Rams. So you only got to be very careful taking care of the basketball. The Warriors like to play in-your-face, man-to-man defense. Apple has it to the left of the key, out front to Cole between the circles. Rams down by 4. Man-to-man defense. Here's Cole spinning in the lane. Pull up, fade away, 15-footer, front of the rim, back of the rim. Couldn't catch the front of the rim and coming off with the rebound. Quickly out of there with it is Losey to give it up to Renfro. Renfro on the right of the key, dribbles in between the double team, lost it on the way up, tipped around loose. Finally out of there with it is Spires for the Rams. He's going to go coast to coast. Lays it up with the left hand. Shot would not go. However, he is fouled. And now to put Cooper Spires to the free throw line.
That foul will go on Cooper Losey. That's going to be his first and team first as well. Spires to the free throw line where he will shoot 2.
Cooper coming in on the season at the free throw line, 64%. Shot is up and good. As a team, the Rams are 68%. First point of the night for the junior guard makes it a 6-3 ball game in favor of Christian Academy. Rams would like to see it up and down themselves. You heard Coach Cole say an advantage is the Rams' depth. Second one by Cole, up and good as well. Cut the lead down to 2 at 6-4. 2-2-1 full court pressure. Vance in the backcourt to Renfro. Renfro comes right side to Losey. Losey to Renfro. Renfro yet to get above the free throw line. Bobble at 10-second count on. Finally, Vance dribbles down the left sideline. He bobbled it as Spires able to get in there and tip it away from him. And his ball came up and off his hand out of bounds.
One of the few times that Paoli's been able to put some pressure on and force the turnover.
Rams look to tie with a 2. A 3 would give them their first lead of the night. In the backcourt, pressure put on Cole. Takes it with the dribble all the way to the basket. Fletcher drives, shot up, good, counted, and a foul. And he was able to beat Vance off the dribble and he'll be at the free throw line to try and give the Rams their first lead of the ball game.
And that foul on Noah Vance, that'll be his first, team second of the quarter. Like I say, Cole just would not be denied that time, forced his way to the bucket.
Free throw up and good. He's got 3, and the Rams lead at 7-6. Full court pressure. Losey across the timeline near the 10-second line in a double team. High post, give it to Vance. Vance right at the top of the key, works on Mitten. Hands it off out front to Cook. Cook steps back, launches 3 straight away, short on the rim, no good. Rebound, Apple has it for Paoli. Give it off to Cole. Fletcher up with the dribble into the offensive end to Mitten on the right side. He'll hand it off, and Cooper Spires will bring it around to set it up. Left side to Apple against the man-to-man. Running screens, goes cross-court to Fletcher Cole at the center circle. Fletcher works one-on-one, motions everybody over to the right of the key, and launches a 3, and he's got it. 6 on the night, 6 straight for Fletcher, and the Rams are up 10-6. Full court pressure. Cooks picked up the dribble in the backcourt. Has it to Renfro, back to Cook. Lob it ahead to Losey down the left side. Losey crosses over into the corner. Will pull it back out and dribbles right along the three-point arc and sets it up at the center circle. The Warriors in their traveling powder blue road uniforms tonight. Vance between the circles working, again fighting over those double screens. Vance dribbles in, poked away, got it back, tried to get it up, couldn't, kick it out in the corner to Losey on the left side. He'll shovel it out front to Cook, and CAI will reset. 4:10 and counting in the first quarter. Rams up 10-6. Cook, or Renfro drives in, step back 3. It is no good off the front of the rim. Rebound Spires. Spires lob it ahead to Sullivan, running down the lane. Left side, put it up too hard off the glass. No good. Took the rebound for Christian Academy, and Spires goes down, grabbing the right knee. And we've got finally a timeout taken. Don't know what happened there, but he went down in a heap, and we've got players all over the court.
Yeah, he grabbed right at that knee, and he is still down and in obvious pain. While the play was still going on, we had a couple of the Christian Academy kids that went down, and we'll see exactly what is going on with Cooper. It looked like, his foot just kind of caught. His momentum was going one way, the knee went the other.
10-6, the Rams are on top here with 3:50 to go in the first quarter of play. By the way, JV earlier tonight all the way for the Rams as Paoli posted the win there, 51-219. By the way, been a big day for Rams basketball. The grades were down at Crawford County in a tournament. The Rams' 5th grade went 2-0. The 7th grade went 2-0. And the 8th grade also went 2-0. So it was a good day at Crawford County as the Lady Rams won in overtime as well. As we see Cooper get up, but he's going to need some assistance there. Again, got that bandage already on the right knee, and tough to see him as he'll walk off here. And you hope that it's nothing serious.
Do I remember right a couple of years ago that he had an injury that prevented him, I think, from playing football maybe?
That was in the freshman year, I believe. You're right.
Yeah.
Substitutions in. Kirkland Hughes will come in for the Rams. Also, we'll see Dane Padgett check in for the first time tonight, as also Sullivan will go to the bench for the Rams. But that will shorten up the Rams bench now, up by 4. Out high on the dribble. Renfro comes right side to Losey. Losey will take it out between the center circles. Works it on the left of the key to Vance. High post pass to Chancey. Chancey going to post up down low to Cook. Cook working on Mitten on the right wing. Spin move down in. Cut him off on the baseline. And then Cook lowered the shoulder. The blocking foul going to be called on Mitten, much to the chagrin of the Ram fans.
The physical play. Mitten can match up with Cook, no problem at all. Cook is a couple inches taller, but both about the same weight. And that was a physical play, to say the least. And the foul goes against Paoli. That's the first on Mitten, first on Paoli as a team. And Coach Dusty Cole giving the official an earful.
Kirkland Hughes tips it in the backcourt. Renfro, they're going to track it down, and he'll let traffic clear and will bring it up. 3:20 to go. Rams up by 4. Stay in their half-court man-to-man. Renfro out high working on Apple. Crosses between the legs. Takes it right side. Dump pass to Chancey. Nice up and under move. Got a couple of Rams to fly by and lays it up and good. Chancey already was 6 coming in, averaging 9 per game. That's the Rams lead down to 2 at 10-8 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Out front, Apple between the legs. Dribble goes all the way to the hoop. Going to dump it off to Dane Padgett. But before he made that pass, he is fouled. And he'd probably went up to the rim. He might be shooting 2.
Yep, and it's one of those deals where Paoli would almost wish that the foul had not been called because Padgett had that layup. That foul is on Cooper Losey, and that is trouble for Christian Academy because he has now picked up his second. Elijah Logston checks in.
Out high to Hughes. Hughes to the left of the key, shovels it off to Fletcher Cole between the circles. Comes right side to Apple. Apple looking down low, dump it off to Padgett in the lane, turns in the lane, little jump hook, shot up softly off the rim, would not go, but Mitten comes through with the offensive rebound, gets it out of traffic and hands it off to Cole. Cole turns the corner left side, back to Mitten. Mitten lob it down low off the fingertips of Padgett, and it's stolen there by Renfro. Turnover number 2. Renfro brings it up with the dribble to the right of the key, steps back. Defenders fly by, launches a three, no good. Cook comes flying through with the rebound. He couldn't hold on to it because it is slapped away from behind, but last touch by the Rams.
Now, Paoli starting to defend a little bit better on everybody but Chansey, at least. Chansey starts off 3 out of 3 from the floor. They've got it under the bucket.
And right there's Chansey on a nice inbound play. Missed an easy one. Rebound pulled down by Hughes. And the Rams bring it up. Here's Kirkland stepping into 3, right wing off the front of the rim. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Logston comes out of there with it for the Warriors. He'll bring it up with the dribble, working against Dakota Apple with 2 minutes to go. 10-8. Rams on top here in the first quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Cleared out. Cook works one-on-one against Cole. Stops at the free throw line. Step it down to Chansey, but there's Apple from behind to poke it away, and Mitten comes up with the steal. Trailing into the offensive end with 1:43 to go. Right side, Fletcher Cole directing traffic for Paoli. Between the legs dribble, backs his defender inside the arc, turns, jump pass into the corner. Apple wide open 3 left side, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around, and finally coming down with the basketball is going to be Renfro, and Mitten right on his back will be whistled for the foul.
And that'll be trouble for Paoli because Benton has now picked up his second personal foul. Number 2 on the team as well, so each team has one starter out of the ball game with 2 fouls in this first quarter of play. Still 1:28 to go in the quarter.
Rams extend 2-2-1 full court pressure. Cook into the middle of the court. Will bring it up with the dribble. He'll veer to the left of the key to Renfro on the right side. Renfro gives it off to Logston. Logston looks for cutters down low. Pass it out front to Chansey, who's had a big first quarter for the Warriors. And down, Cook goes hard to the floor, driving in. Free throw line jumper by Vance, no good. Rebound, Chansey. He'll kick it out to Logston. Fakes left, goes right, nowhere to go. Here's Cook splitting defenders all the way to the rim. Euro step up and good. That's his first 2 of the night. We're tied 10-10 with 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. See if the Rams will hold for one. Here's Cole driving down the lane. Right hand off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around, and coming down with the rebound is Vance. However, I think he may have stepped on the baseline, and now to give it back over to Paoli.
Yeah, Cole trying to force the issue that time. Got down there, and a little bit of contact. The official just let it play on.
Underneath, Apple will trigger it into the left of the basket, looking for cutters. Going to lob it out to Cole. Cole right on the left elbow. Cleared out, drives right side, stop, elevates, 10-footer, bounces around twice, would not go in. Chansey, a strong rebound in traffic. 35 seconds to go in a 10-10 ball game. And the Warriors have already put up the one-shot sign, and they pull it out 3-2 to run down the final seconds of this first quarter of play. Out high, Vance has it near the 10-second line. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man defense. Vance has it poked away, recovers at the free throw line, bounce pass to Chansey on the right wing. He'll skip it out front to Cook at the center circle with 13 seconds to go. Warriors will now set it up. David Cook, 6'5" senior, left of the key to Renfro. Renfro works against Dakota Apple. Now a little space, launches 3. It's short, no good. Deep rebound, and that'll be your first quarter of play at Chambers Gymnasium, James A. Babcock Court. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. It is Christian Academy 10, Paoli 10. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Nothing decided after the first 8 minutes of play, tied 10-10. Rams will get the ball to start the second quarter.
Shooting percentages through three. Paoli 30%, just 3 of 10. Christian Academy, a good shooting ball club, 5 of 11 for 45%.
Rams dump it down low, Paget into the lane, and a double team stripped as he goes up. Ball knocked away, and finally Cook comes out of there with it for Christian Academy. It will be Cook, Chansey, along with Renfro, Logsdon, and Vance. Rams go with Apple, Cole, Paget, Sullivan, and Hughes. Right side, Chansey on the baseline. Spin move on Sullivan. Gets underneath, and then he stepped on the inline out of bounds, and that'll be turnover number 5.
That's a good job by Sullivan that time, playing defense with the feet. He got his chest on him. Hands were up, and no push, really, to get him out of bounds, so that'll turn it over to Paoli.
See Cooper Spires back at the end of the bench with an ice pack on his knee, but not a good sign. Here's Cole driving in, puts it up softly off the glass as he goes hard to the floor for his 8th point, and the Rams back out 12-10. Minute into the second quarter, Apple gets a hand on the ball as it goes into the Rams student section where it is construction night, the theme here on homecoming.
If I'd have known, I've got my high-vis vest at home still.
They should have told you.
Yep, I'd have worn it.
Out high with it. Renfro with the dribble to the right of the key. He'll pull it back out to the spike line to Cook on the right corner. Dump it down into the right wing area. Chansey cross-court into the corner to Vance. Fakes, drives in. Ball knocked away from behind. Comes up with it. Kick it out to Logsdon to Renfro. Renfro quickly covered up by Apple. Takes it into the arc. Keeps the dribble alive. To Vance, quickly over into the corner. Logsdon fakes 3. Defender flies by. Steps back. Launches 3. No good. Ball tipped around. Logsdon comes down with the offensive rebound. Logsdon in a double team, and Hughes cannot save it as he goes halfway down the hall, it looks like, to our right. Now he's back in play. And we get a little bit Desborough on the floor there.
Popcorn, maybe?
Could be. Kind of look that way. Good little janitorial work.
Yep. Get that taken care of.
Vance will throw it in to Cook. Rams up by 2. Christian Academy has the basketball. Logsdon off the bench, 6 foot and a senior. This is a core senior group that they have relied on for the last 3 to 4 years, some of them. Out high, Vance to the left of the key to Renfro. Fakes 3, dribbles in, lost it, got it back. Dumps it down to Chansey into the lane. Fires it out to Cook. Good ball movement. Here's Logsdon driving baseline down low. Reverses over right side to Chansey, who got inside position to lay it up and good. He's had a big half with 8. And we're tied 12-12 with 6 minutes to go in the first half of play. Apple dump it down low to Sullivan on the right baseline. He dribbles in underneath, going to try and reverse it. Put up a wild shot off the glass, would not go. He falls to the deck, and a foul going to be called. Will put Chad Sullivan to the free throw line.
That foul will go on Joshua Chansey. That's going to be his first, and first on the team here in the quarter. If I remember right, it was Chansey last year that made the biggest difference in the ball game between these two.
Sullivan, free throw, rattles around and goes in, his 3rd point of the night. So Cole and I were talking before the game saying that Chad has struggled against this team. Hopefully he was going to turn that corner here tonight. Looks like he's off to a good start. Second one on the way. It's up, front of the rim, back of the rim, and through. Chad makes the free throw. Brother Ian will come in, and Apple will come out with 5:53 to go. Rams again going to their bench, trying to wear down the Warriors. And if it is going to be a factor, we'll start to notice here in the next couple of minutes. Cook in the backcourt, picked up by Sullivan, gets it across the timeline. Mismatch there. Cook all the way into the elbow. Kick it out in the corner to Logsdon. Cook goes to the floor, and a foul going to be called.
Yeah, just the senior playing against the sophomore that time, more or less, as he got the foul called. And they're actually going to switch it over to Dane Paget instead. That's going to be his first and team first of the quarter.
Timeout taken by the Warriors. 5:42 to go. Rams up by 2. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind.
Had to work hard for those. 14-14 with 5:20 to go here in the first half of play. Cole out high with the dribble, works down inside, spin move back in the lane, elbow jumper on the way, dances on the rim twice and falls through. 10 for Fletcher. Rams back out in front by 2, 16-14. In the backcourt, Renfro has it to Cook, into the middle to Vance. Turns, heads to the free throw line, bounce pass to Chance, and kick it out to Cook. Cook spin move, nope, got to keep it going down the right side of the lane. Vance going to load up three from the right wing, no good. Ball tipped around. Padgett tries to keep it alive, but Chancey comes down with it. Over to Renfro, who buries a big three. He's got 5, and that will put Christian Academy back out in front at 17-16. 4:40 and counting here in the first quarter of play. Like last night, offensive rebounds hurting the Rams in this first half of play. Cole, long three, right of the key, answers right back. A deep three, 13 for Fletcher. 19-17, Rams back out on top. Rams go the half-court trap. Cook across the timeline with the dribble. He's going to be tied up by Ian Sullivan. Yes, it will be a jump ball. However, the arrow is in favor of Christian Academy.
That's one thing that Paoli, with the injury to Cooper Spires, I'm guessing he's going to be out the rest of the night at least. That's going to force Ian Sullivan into that guard role. Both he and Kirkland Hughes should see increased minutes.
Out front, Cook with the basketball to Renfro. Renfro fakes, dribbles on the baseline. Up in the double team, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and Chad Sullivan comes out of there with it for Paoli. Fletcher Cole rushes it up with the dribble in the offensive end. Step back, three at the volleyball spike line off the rim, no good. Sullivan goes up for the rebound. He came down with it along with Chancey, and Chancey will be called. No, Sullivan will be called for the foul.
No, change that again. It's going to be Jackson Reynolds. They put up 52 instead of 32. And Reynolds picks it up. That's going to be his first and team's second of the quarter.
Well, I about went through the whole roster. It's bound to get it sooner or later.
We knew it had a 2 in it.
Losey re-enters the lineup as Logston will take a seat on the bench with 3:57 to go. Full court pressure. Losey in the backcourt lobs it ahead. Nobody there. And Jackson Reynolds tracks it down. That's 6 turnovers for Christian Academy. Here's Ian Sullivan. Lines up three, right wing, no good. Rebound, Losey clears it off the glass for Christian Academy. Works in the backcourt with the dribble, gets it across the timeline to the top of the key, will back it out. 19-17, Rams up by 2. Renfro picked up by Apple, cleared out on the right side. Renfro dribbles all the way to the baseline. Used up that dribble, needs it up. Good defense by Apple that time. Here's Cook working in on Cole. Collision and an offensive foul going to be called on Cook as he lowered his shoulder. And that will give the ball back to the Rams.
That foul on David Cook, that'll be his first, team second of the quarter. That time Cole did a good job getting in front of him. May have lost his balance just before the contact, but the official said the reason they lost it was because of the contact.
Rams with the basketball, working with a 2-point lead, go to the double high post set, clear it off on the left side. Apple has it, used up the dribble, high post to Reynolds. Reynolds, they back off him, he'll pull it out with the dribble to Apple. Apple to the right of the key. Man-to-man defense, that's what we've seen from Christian Academy all night. Ian down to Chad, he turns in. Contact, Chancey falls down, shot goes up, and the whistle counts the basket, and the foul going to be called on number 20 for a blocking foul. And that's a little bit of a delayed call.
Yes, it was. He was down on the floor when the whistle sounded and had been down on the floor for a second or two.
Coach Casey wants an explanation from the underneath official who did not make the call, and it'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Chad Sullivan.
He's got 6 points right now, going for 7.
Sullivan's free throw on the way. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And Cook has the rebound for Christian Academy, who have a 2-1 advantage in rebounding here tonight in this first half. But the Rams still up by 4. Cook between the circles, give it off to Vance. Vance to the left of the key. Rams stay back in their half-court man-to-man defense. Christian Academy going to be very patient on this offensive set. Cook work it right side to Losey. Losey looks for Renfro, can't get the pass to him, to Chancey at the top of the key. Chancey looks left, going to come back right to Renfro off the screen. Going to set the screen for Renfro. Renfro takes it to the right. Pick and roll down low. Ball tipped away, and out of there with the steal is Dane Padgett. Here come the Rams. Quickly up to Apple. Apple into the arc, left side. Nowhere to go. Dump it down low to Sullivan. Got it back. Chad trying to turn him. Leans in on Chancey. Put up a little 5-footer, and he's got a soft touch. 8 for Chad. Rams up 23-17 with 2 minutes to go. In the backcourt, Losey has it. Give it off to Vance in the middle to Cook. Cook behind the back dribble, and Apple reaches in to tie him up. It'll be a jump ball. And possession arrow in favor.
Should be Paoli, because the last jump ball was in favor of Christian Academy, I believe.
Well, they couldn't get – it wasn't working on the scorer's table. Yeah. Now they got the arrow going, and it is in favor of Paoli.
Dottie just had to hit it a few times to get whatever kinks are worked out of it.
Substitution Logsdon in. Losey will come out. 23-17. Under 2 minutes to go. Rams looking to build that lead, their biggest of the night so far. Out high, double screen set for Fletcher Cole to Kirkland Hughes. He launches a long three right of the key, and he nailed it. He's got his first three of the night. Timeout taken by Christian Academy as the Rams have jumped out to a 9-point lead with 1:40 to go in the first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to
discover
see
the convenience
with clarity?
of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Dakota Apple with the inbound pass. He steals it, lays it up and in, and it's an 11-point advantage for the Rams. Christian Academy with 1:20 to go. Have it in the offensive end. Dance to the right of the key to Logsdon. Logsdon high post pass to Cook. Cook turns down on the lane, backs it in, lost it, tried to go up in traffic. Whistle called, and a foul. There's a lot of hands and reaching in there, and this one will go against Kirkland Hughes.
That foul on Kirkland Hughes will be his first, team third of the quarter. No shooting involved, so Christian Academy, they will inbound to the right of their bucket.
Inbounds to Renfro, deep on the left wing. We'll pull it out between the circles. Run a weave out front to Vance to the right of the key. Rams stay in their man-to-man as we roll under a minute to go here in the first half of play. Biggest lead of the night for Paoli, adding 11. Renfro to the elbow, right side, goes to the left elbow. Stops in the top of the key, back over to Cook. Lines up three. It's off the rim, no good. Tipped around, Vance the rebound. Reset it out to Cook. Clear it out. Cook on the dribble against Dane Padgett. Drives in, put a shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. Loose. Chancey comes out of there with another offensive rebound. And a foul going to be called as the Warriors doing a really good job on the offensive glass here in this first half of play.
The emotions that you're seeing out of the players, you would think that this was a heated rivalry game. They're going at it hot and heavy. That foul on Hughes is going to be his second and team foul number 4.
And he'll come out on the baseline. Vance into the corner to Renfro to Logsdon. Logsdon picked up there by Ian Sullivan, who checked in. Out front to Vance with 26 seconds to go. See if the Warriors will hold for one. They will get the ball to start as of right now, the third quarter. 28-17, Rams on top. Ram fans come to their feet with 15 seconds to go. Across the way, Renfro has it. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man down to 10. Here comes the screen. Renfro crosses over, steps back, 3 left side, and bottom of the net. Rams can quickly go. Cole will launch from 3/4 court on the way, off the top of the backboard, up into the balcony, and that'll be your first quarter, or should say first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli on top, 28-20. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Rams lead it by 8, 28-20 as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. 3 ties and 3 lead changes in this first half of play between Paoli and Christian Academy. Christian Academy got the first basket of the night from Josh Chansey. Rams answered with a bucket by Chad Sullivan, tied it up at 2. Then Christian Academy reeled off 2 straight baskets to get the lead out to 6-2. Finally, a couple of free throws by Cooper Spires cut the lead to 6-4. Rams were able to tie it on a basket by Fletcher Cole. It was a 3-point play. His free throw gave the Rams their first lead of the night at 7-6 as the Rams closed out the quarter on a 7-4 run, and a 3-pointer included in there by Fletcher Cole, but the Rams did not score in the final 4:50 of that first quarter of play. And then Christian Academy closed it out with 2 late buckets, one by Chansey, another by Cook, and we were tied 10-10 at the quarter break. Rams score first in that second quarter and a bucket by Fletcher Cole. However, it was answered by Chansey. We were tied at 12. 2 free throws by Sullivan, and the Rams were back out by 2. A 2-pointer by Renfro tied it at 14. Fletcher Cole, though, gives the Rams the lead back at 16-14. Then a 3-pointer by Renfro, and all of a sudden the lead was in favor of Christian Academy at 17-16. Paoli, though, able to go at that point on a 12-0 run to get the lead up to 28-17 with 1:30 to go. Final bucket there, a big 3-pointer by Renfro with 2 seconds to go. Cut the lead to the halftime margin right now of 8 at 28-20. Taking a look at rebounds, all Christian Academy in this first half of play. The Warriors have 14 rebounds total. Of those 14, 5 have been on the offensive glass. Rams only 5 rebounds here in the first half and 1 second-chance opportunity. Rams are able to offset that deficit in rebounding by taking good care of the basketball. Only 3 turnovers in the first half, while CAI has 9 miscues here in the first half of play. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, I want to give you a quick rundown of Patoka Lake Athletic Conference Wrestling meet at Mitchell today. Thank Coach J.T. Zappian for bringing us that information. The Rams overall finished 3rd in the conference meet today. However, Deegan Brashear was first in the 150-pound category. Johnny Schellenberger first in the 157-pound category. Landon Baker was first in the 190-pound category. And then Colton Morgan first in the 285-pound category. So congratulations out to those young men for their outstanding performances in the PLAC wrestling meet today. And by the way, big day for Johnny Schellenberger. He was crowned king, I should say, here tonight for homecoming. Brianna Perry was queen. So congratulations to Queen Brianna and King Johnny here tonight as we celebrate homecoming. Rams lead it here at the half by 8. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated, member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Well, 2 quarters in the books, and a tightly contested first half that actually finds Paoli gapping it out toward the end and leading it 28-20 at the half. Looking at shooting percentages through the first 2 quarters, Paoli 10 of 20 overall, 50%. Started out first quarter just 3 of 10. Second quarter, 7 out of 10. That gets them to that 50% mark. Included in the 10 of 20 overall figure is 3 out of 8 three-point shooting, 38% there. And Paoli was also 4 out of 6 from the free throw line. As far as Christian Academy is concerned, they also get 20 shot attempts up in the first half, made at 9 of the 20 for 45%. Started 5 of 11, then went 4 out of 9 in the second quarter. Included in that 9 of 20 overall figure is just 2 out of 9 three-point shooting for Christian Academy, 22% there. They were 2 out of 5 in that second quarter of play. And Christian Academy, as you would expect, you take about half your shots from three-point range, you're not going to get fouled a lot. They did not get to the free throw line in the first half of play. Right now, a 28-20 advantage for Paoli. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll take a look at some of the individual totals from first half action. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Well, we're at the half. The Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at individual scoring from first half action. Fletcher Cole and Chad Sullivan lead the way for Paoli. Cole finished the first half with 13 points, 8 for Sullivan, and 3 points for Kirkland Hughes on a long three that he made, 2 points for Dakota Apple, and 2 for Cooper Spires before he went out with what looks to be a serious knee injury. As far as Christian Academy is concerned, 2 players leading the way, Joshua Chansey and Joshua Renfro. Each of them has 8 points here at the half. David Cook, who came in with a big average of close to 17 points, he's limited to just 2 in the first half by Paoli. And Cooper Losey, he has 2 as well. 28-20, that's your halftime score, Paoli and Christian Academy. We'll get one more break in, and when we come back, we will get you ready to go with second half action. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Just about ready for second half action. This wraps up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Well, about the only thing we've not touched on to this point in time is the foul situation. Paoli, 2 players with 2 apiece. They are Traylon Minton and Kirkland Hughes. For Christian Academy, Cooper Losey was the only one to pick up 2 in that first half. And now the teams, they came out away from the huddle, and now they're going back to their coaches.
So a quick timeout right there before we even get started. Don't know what that was all about.
I don't know.
The officials looks like they're ready to go.
Yeah.
The clock had been reset.
I thought everybody was ready to go. I was on a roll getting us the second half action.
So now we're ready to go. It'll be Christian Academy basketball. Right. They trail it by 8. They'll have out Losey along with Renfro, Vance. Their starting lineup for Cook, Chansey. Rams go with Cole, Padgett, Apple, Mitten, and Chad Sullivan. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Padgett will draw the assignment against Cook into the high post to Chance. You had a big first half. He'll back it in on Chad Sullivan. Takes to the left elbow. Vance dribbles down to the baseline, shovels it back out to Cook. Cook steps back, 3 on the way. It's no good. And the rebound pulled off by Cole. Rams going to have to do a much better job here in this half. And it looks like they're going to go, at least Christian Academy, face guarding Vance. He'll follow Fletcher Cole all over the court, denying him the basketball. Have no help there, but the pass knocked away, stolen by Renfro. He drives in, put it up, and good. Renfro laying back. He's got 10, and it's 28-22 with 7:10 to go here in the third quarter of play. Out front, Apple behind the back dribble. Going to hand it off to Cole against the man-to-man. Switch it over. Losey will pick up Cole. Fletcher, he had a huge first half as well for the Rams. Dribbles into the arc. He gets to the free throw line, leans in down the lane. High arcing floater up and good for his 15th point of the night. 30-22. Rams continue to put on full court pressure. Renfro in the backcourt to Losey. He turns the corner on the baseline, gets all the way underneath, and he steps out of bounds, and that'll give the ball back over to the Rams on the 10th turnover of the night for Christian Academy.
Substitution for Christian Academy. Elijah Logston will check back in, and Losey, he will go back out. It's not been a good night for number 5 in that powder blue.
Only about 6 deep is what we have seen so far for Coach Casey, and that's probably all we will see unless foul trouble comes to be a factor here tonight. Out front, Cole has it to the right of the key. Down low in the lane. Padgett backs in. Now turns back to the baseline. Oh, shot spins in and out. No good. Chansey has the rebound. He'll give it out. Renfro rushes it up the left side. Bounce it off his leg. Gets it to the top of the key. Steps back. 3 on the way is good. Not much you can do that Apple did in that time. That's 13 for Renfro, and it's 30-25. Played nearly 2 minutes here in this third quarter of play. Fletcher Cole brings it up with the dribble. Back everybody down below the free throw line. Cleared out. Fletcher reversed down the lane. Again, shot up in traffic. Rims in and out. No good. Tipped around and cleared out of there by Vance. Long lead pass. Driving his Logston. His shot no good, but a foul called as Apple got back there too late trying to defend the rim, and will pick up the foul as the Warriors pushed it up in transition.
One of the few times they've had an opportunity to do that. Apple getting back defensively picks up the foul. That's his first, and first on the team here in the half.
Logston, just a 50% free throw shooter on the season. His first one is up. It rims out, no good. Kirkland Hughes will come in, and Dane Padgett will come out for Paoli. Rams stay with Mitten, Apple, Sullivan, Fletcher Cole, and now Kirkland Hughes. Logston, 6 foot and a senior. Free throw, second one, right at his average. Missed one and made one. His first point of the night. 4-point Paoli lead in the basketball. 5:45 to go. Third quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Cole picked up the dribble. Bounce it over on the right of the key. Mitten has it. Looks, faces up. Now he goes down the lane. Put it up in traffic. Contact. A foul called. At that time, Mitten got aggressive on the offensive end and took it to the rim.
See who it is they want to put that foul on. A couple of the Christian Academy kids were there. That foul is going to go on 20, Joshua Chansey. That's going to be his second and team first. And Mitten to the free throw line.
Traylon, 40% free throw shooter on the season. This first one is up short, no good. Looking for his first points here of the ball game.
Yep, he was in foul trouble early on. Didn't play a whole lot. I think he picked up his second about midway through the first quarter, maybe.
Averaging just under 4 ball game. Free throw up. Second one is right through there. His first point of the night. Rams back up by handful. Extend their full court pressure. Logs it in the backcourt to Cook. Cook will get it up to the timeline. Picked up the dribble. Cross the timeline. The Logs in between the circles. Waits for traffic to clear and give it off to Cook. Right side to Vance. Vance picked up by Hughes, and that part of the Rams defense has gone zone now, 1-2-2. Left side, Renfro to Logston. Logston to Chansey on the baseline. He's in the double team. Kick it back out to Logston. Logston penetrates, pulls it back out around the perimeter. Vance over to Renfro. He's had a big game. Vance between the circles to Logston to the left of the key to Renfro. Steps into three, and it's up, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around, and Chad Sullivan takes it away from Cook underneath. Long lead pass ahead to Apple on the baseline. Fakes, dribbles in, put up a little 5-footer off the mark, no good. Chansey the rebound for Warriors. He'll give it off to Cook. Rams up by 5. Christian Academy basketball. Picked up the dribble in the middle to Vance. Fired out to Logston left side. Doesn't take the shot. Renfro with the dribble. Hesitation move. Pulls it back out. Rams run a couple of defenders at him. Vance at the free throw line. Kick it out in the corner to Cook. 3 on the way right side. Front of the rim short. No good. Fletcher Cole tracks it down on the baseline. Shovels it over ahead to Mitten. Long lead pass to Apple. He drives right side. Count it and a foul. The Rams 2 passes and they go from end to end. And they get it in transition, and Dakota Apple at the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
Apple, the player that Paoli is willing to let leak out. The foul on Logston, hustling back defensively for Christian Academy. That's his first and team second.
Dakota Apple at the free throw line, 60% free throw shooter on the season. Lead back up to 7 for the Rams. Free throw by the sophomore up and good. 34-26, 5 on the night for Dakota, right at his average. 4:10 to go. Into the middle against the 2-2. The ball knocked away. Picked up there by Kirkland Hughes to Apple. Nowhere to go. Gives it back out. Here's 3. Fletcher Cole from long distance. It is no good, and the ball will go out of bounds. Back over to Christian Academy.
Well, that's one of those shots that, it's good if it goes, but if not, it kills a little bit of momentum that Paoli had built up.
Rams go 1-2-2 full court pressure. Losey in the backcourt. Renfro to Vance across the timeline down the left side. The ball batted away, but he picks it up in a double team to Cook. Cook out high, going to reverse it back out near the 10-second line. Give it off to Renfro at the center circle. Lob it left side to Vance. Vance dribbles into the arc, bounce pass to Chansey. Oh, nice play as he drives, lays it up and good off the glass. 10 for Chansey. He's at his average. It's 34-28. 3:35 and counting in the third. Apple into the offensive end for Paoli. Will pull it back out with the dribble. Looks to the right of the key. Trying to run Cole off a screen. He can't get free. Fired over to Hughes. A wide open look. 3 straight away. Rims in and out. No good. Apple keeps it alive. Still tipping. And Dakota comes out of there with it. Back out to Cole. And he says, let's settle down and set it up. With 3:10 to go. 34-28. Rams on top of the basketball. Fletcher directing traffic, 1-4 set down along the baseline, cleared out. Cole on the dribble. As he gets inside the arc, he pulls up for a jumper, but a foul called as Vance could not stay with him.
And that foul on 30 in the powder blue on Vance, that'll be his second. Team third of the quarter. Substitution for Paoli. Hughes will come out rubbing an eye, and in will come Dane Padgett.
Apple to the left of the basket along the baseline. Rams set it up on the inbounds play. Apple looking, going to lob it out to Cole. Knocked away by Vance, but picked up by Sullivan. Chad backs his way in, spin move left side, up and softly off the glass and good. 10 for Sullivan, a good game for Chad. Rams up by 8 with 2:51 to go in the third. Full court pressure. Vance down the right sideline. He's in a double team. Used up the dribble, needs some help. Fires it to Cook to the right of the key to Renfro. Breaks 3, 1 dribble. Now he launches 3. It wouldn't go, but he is fouled, and that will put Renfro at the free throw line to shoot 3 foul shots.
That foul on Traylon Minton is going to be his third, team second. And Renfro to the free throw line. These will be the first free throws of the night for Christian Academy.
Renfro, an 80% free throw shooter.
Take that back. Logston was there earlier this quarter.
Renfro coming in, averaging just under 20 a game. First free throw, he missed it. Uncharacteristic for their second leading free throw shooter. Cook is their best at 89% as a team. The Warriors come in at 75% from the line. Keeps the score 36-28. Second free throw up. This one is good. Gets back into a rhythm.
He's one of those kids, when he shoots it, you just automatically assume that it's going in. It's just that good of a shot. And he started to warm up in that second quarter, made 3 out of 4 in the second, and started this half making his first 2.
Third free throw up, in and out, no good. Tipped around, and finally Chad Sullivan the rebound for the Rams. Keeps the score at 36-29 with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. And as we get across the timeline, Rams take a timeout. 36-29 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. We've been talking about the depth issues. Paoli's got it. Christian Academy, not so much. If it's going to be a factor, it'll be at the end of quarters and especially at the end of halves. Paoli has been substituting liberally. Christian Academy, not so much. We'll see if Paoli can gap it out at the end of this quarter.
Out high, Apple dump it down low on the weak side. Going up is Padgett. Goes from the left side to the right side and lays it up for his first 2 of the night. Lead back up to 9. Full court pressure. Losey across the timeline with the dribble. Will set it up in the offensive end. Rams drop back in their half-court man-to-man. Out front, Vance with the dribble. Work it right side to Logston. Ian Sullivan checked in. He draws that defensive assignment. Renfro off a screen. 3 straight away. Good. Got a look and squared it up.
He's got 17.
38-32 with 1:50 to go. Sometimes you just have to give the nod to the guy shooting it, and Renfro was perfect there. Here's Cole trying to answer. Spin move down the lane. His free throw line jumper up and good.
And he's got 17.
40-32 with 1:39 to go. Full court pressure. Logston in the middle to Losey in the backcourt. Losey will bring it up across the timeline. He'll set it up in the offensive end. Goes right side to Renfro. Cole now has drawn that assignment. Renfro drops back, step back, 3 off the rim, no good. Falls into the hands of Chad Sullivan to Ian Upley. Here goes Cole, steps into 3, left side, no good. Sullivan flies through. Can he hold on to the rebound? No, he cannot, but Cook touched it last, and it'll be Rams basketball.
Good job that time. Rebounding by Sullivan. That was textbook. You go up with both hands. Try to get both hands on the basketball. And he did, and just had it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, so Paoli maintains possession.
Rams have it to the left of their basket. Dakota Apple needs to get it in. Finally does to Hughes. Oh, and he's right there on the sideline. Good pressure by Losey, and the Rams turn it over.
Been impressed with not only the way that Christian Academy plays on the offensive end, but the defensive end as well. They are not shying away from any kind of contact that Paoli may start.
8-point lead. Renfro kick it out in the corner. Vance drives, gets to the lane. It's a chance. He triple team, kick it out. 3 by Losey, right wing, and he knocked it down. 5 on the night for Losey. Full court pressure now being applied by the Warriors. Apple across the timeline working on Renfro. Gets it to the free throw line, shovels it over to Hughes. Kirkland turns down the lane, and the ball going to be poked away from behind by Renfro out of bounds.
things were just opening up for Hughes on that drive. Good to see him not just settle for that three, but to try and get to the bucket.
Lob it in. Cole, right elbow with 40 seconds to go. He'll back it out if the Rams want to still attack or if they will go for the final shot. They had a mismatch down low between Vance and Chad Sullivan, and the Rams got it down to Sullivan.
A little bit of trouble there for Christian Academy. Vance has now picked up his third personal. That's a team foul number 4 in the quarter.
37.5 seconds to go. Rams up by 5 here in the third. Lob it in. Sullivan turns down the lane, keeps the dribble alive, goes to the right side, shot short, no good, tipped out of there by Padgett. Hughes somehow comes up with it, and as he goes up for a shot, he is knocked to the floor, and that will put Kirkland Hughes at the free throw line.
See who it is they want to put that foul on. The official from underneath had the call. He finally got out to make the call, and it is on Joshua Renfro. That's going to be his first team foul number 5. 2 free throws to be taken by Kirkland Hughes.
Free throw by Kirkland, up and good. His 4th point of the night, coming off a big night last night at Valley. With 30.6 seconds to go, Ian Sullivan comes in. Fletcher Cole will get a break here at the quarter in the final 30 seconds to get him ready for the 4th and final period. Hughes, 6'2", and a junior. Second free throw up, and he rattled it home. 42-35. Rams continue to extend full court pressure. Losey down the left sideline, lost the ball. It's loose on the floor, and he's going to have to take a timeout. Not what Coach Casey wanted to do with less than 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Burn a timeout to save a possession. 42-35, Rams on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Well, just 24.9 seconds left in the third quarter. Just like we had an entertaining game this afternoon with the girls, which the girls won down in Crawford County in overtime. This one has been entertaining as well. Paoli right now, I don't know exactly what they're doing on Cook of Christian Academy, but he has been limited so far to just 2 points. He came in averaging 17. Renfro, he has been a handful for Paoli tonight, the Christian Academy senior, and he's got 17 points, nearly to his average.
Rams jump trap out of the timeout. Losey has it to the left of the key, back out to Renfro. Renfro guarded by Sullivan near the 10-second line, down to 12 seconds to go. Renfro and Sullivan go at it, gets it to the left wing, and as he gets down in front of the bench, bumping foul got to be called on Ian.
Yeah, Ian's just got that habit of dropping his hands and putting them on the offensive player. You can't impede them like that, and he gets called for the foul.
Lob it into Cook. Cook hands it off to Renfro, bobbled it, got it back, lets the defender fly. Wide open three off the rim, bounces 3 times at the horn, and that'll be hit. Man, oh man, that one took like it seemed 2 seconds on there. Fortunately for the Rams, it doesn't fall, and they'll go to the quarter break leading 42-35. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Rams will take a 7-point lead into the 4th and final quarter of play here tonight in their matchup with Christian Academy. Rams will get it first. It'll be Kirkland Hughes, Dakota Apple, along with Dane Padgett, Fletcher Cole, and Chad Sullivan. For Christian Academy, David Cook, Josh Chansey, along with Joshua Renfro, Cooper Losi, and Noah Vance, the five out there, their original starting five. Apple works to the right side to Hughes. He tried to go into Sullivan, but Sullivan came out to the high post, and he threw it to the low post. And the Rams come up empty on their very first possession. That's tough when you come out of the quarter with a set play. Run the weave out front. Cook between the circles, going to hand it off to Losi. Losi waits for Renfro. He had a backdoor cut, shut off nicely there by Apple. Renfro drives baseline, cut off by Dakota. Looking jump pass out high. Vance has it to the right of the key. Christian Academy very patient against this Rams man-to-man defense. Out high at the center circle, Renfro has it, crosses over, gets in down inside the arc, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Dakota Apple.
That foul on Apple will be his second and team first of the quarter.
7:16 to go, still a 7-point Rams lead. Losi will be the man to throw it into the left of the basket. Quickly comes in right side, and there in traffic is Renfro to put it up and good off the glass. Caught the Rams sleeping just a bit.
He's got 19.
42-37. 7:05 to go. Cole walks it up into the offensive end. Turns in, dribbles down inside the free throw line. Shot up in traffic, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, no Sullivan. Fakes right, goes left back to the baseline. Chad is fouled, and he'll go to the line. And Sullivan fired up after that offensive rebound.
Chansey didn't like the call, thought he had a good defensive play made. He picks up the foul. That's going to be his third and team first. Shooting percentages through three. Paoli 47% overall, 15 of 32. Paoli 8 of 11 on their free throws right now. As far as Christian Academy is concerned, 14 of 30 overall, 47%. They are 5 of 17 on their threes for 29%.
Free throw by Sullivan, up and good. 11 on the night for Chad, right at his average. Traylon Mitten in with those fouls. Kirkland Hughes will come out for Paoli. 43-37, the Rams lead it. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, fourth quarter at Chambers Gymnasium. Second free throw up and good as well by Sullivan. Good 2-for-2 trip for 12, 44-37. Rams stay in their full court pressure. Right side, Vance has it, yet to get it across the timeline, but Mitten gets a foot on it to kick it out of bounds.
Kicked out of bounds. Paoli continues with the aggressive defense, pressing at every opportunity. Still trying to wear this Christian Academy team down. They didn't play last night, so their legs might be just a little bit fresher, or at least coming in, than what Paoli's were.
Renfro picked it up in the backcourt, finally gets it across the timeline to Cook. A little pick and roll. Chansey drives right side. Nice soft touch off the glass, up and good.
I like the way he plays.
Chansey, 6'4", and a senior's got a dozen. 44-39. Apple into the offensive end, lob it down. Here's Sullivan working on Chansey. They chest up. He dribbles in, does Chad. Now puts up a little 5-footer in front of the rim, up and good. 14 for Chad Sullivan, 46-39. 6:14 and counting. Rams continue to put on full court pressure in the backcourt. Losi has it. Used up the dribble. Comes over to Vance. Vance across the timeline with the dribble. Lets traffic clear. Needs some help. Finally give it over to Renfro. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man as Fletcher Cole will draw the assignment. Screen out high. Renfro crosses over, dribbles into the lane. Bobble it, got it back, and still able to put it up between two Ram defenders. 21 for Renfro. 46-41. Back to the 5-point Ram lead. See if Paoli can get those two back. Left side, Cole hesitation move, turns the corner on the baseline, falls down, but able to shovel it over to Dane Padgett, who lays it up and good for his fourth point. 48-41. Renfro double teamed in the backcourt, used up the dribble, comes on the right side to Vance, bounce pass into Cook. Cook at the free throw line, lost it, got it back, kick it out. Renfro going to step into three, off the rim, no good. Padgett up in traffic, will come down with it for Paoli. Give it off to Cole, and Fletcher will bring it up as we near the 5-minute mark of the ball game. 48-41, Rams on top. Cole backs it out near the 10-second line. Rams going to spread it out a bit against the Warrior man-to-man defense. Lob it over left side of the key. Apple has it. Spin move, gets it to the top of the key, bounces out, shovels it off to Cole at the center circle. Cole with the dribble. Rams going to run some clock, it looks like. Cole with the dribble into the arc. Now crosses over, dump it off the Mitten, bobbled it, pump fake, got it back up, shot. Oh, and it rimmed out, no good. did everything but go in for Traylon.
And I think about everybody right in front of us in the bleachers was up to celebrate it, and it popped out, and then they had to flop back down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're in the Traylon Mitten fan club.
That foul
right there.
That foul on Vance was his fourth and team second.
Free throw by Mitten is up and no good. He still scored 48-41.
He still just got the 1 point, 1 out of 3 on his free throws. Last time missed the first, made the second. Let's see if he does that again.
Mitten, foul trouble early on, playing more, though, in this second half and able to knock down that second free throw. Back up to an 8-point lead. Rams stay in their 2-2-1 full court pressure. Down the sideline, Cook has it, the offensive end. Dump it back to Chansey. Kick it out left side to Losey to Renfro. Renfro with the dribble. Picked up there by Dakota Apple. He's had that assignment most of the night. Apple gives him some room now as it goes right along the spike line. Give it up to Vance to the right of the key, directing traffic to Losey. Losey bounce pass to Renfro. Renfro fakes right, goes left all the way to the basket, put it up, good, and a foul called. As looked as though he just had a clear pass and there was nobody there.
Yeah, and I didn't think anybody got over in time to make contact with him. But they said Padgett did. That's going to be the second on Dane and second on the team here in the half.
Officials want to come and confer here, as all three will get together.
Well, Dane was the one. He went up to try and block it and got his hand in the net. So I don't know how he could get over there to be the one to commit the foul. But I think they're just going to leave it the way it was.
We're not going to change it.
No.
Substitution as Logsdon re-enters the lineup. Vance will come out. At the line, 3-point play opportunity for Josh Renfro. 49-43 Rams on top. 23 on the night for Renfro. 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Free throw up by Renfro is good. Trims the lead down to a handful. Rams, little deliberate last time. Looks like Christian Academy will come out in a half-court trap, and they do. Rams are ready for it. Down low. Padgett around his defender, lays it up. Good, counted, and a foul. And that's the way the Rams attack it. And Dane Padgett able to put it up and in. And Rams are upset about one of the reactions from Renfro underneath after the foul was called. And a little bit of chest bumping there between a couple of players. Quickly Vance back in and Logsdon out.
That foul was on Renfro. That's going to be his second. Third on Christian Academy as the team, and Padgett to the line.
Dane with 6 points off the bench tonight, and in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cook. His bodies fly all over the court. Cook will bring it up with the dribble. One-on-one, picked up by Apple. Apple cuts him off right at the top of the key. A reach-in foul then going to be whistled on Apple.
You don't want to reach in way out there, and especially right in front of the official. Apple picks up the foul, his third and team third.
Warrior basketball along the sideline. Getting down to under 4 minutes of 3:55 to go, 51-44. Inbounds to Cook. Cook with the screen out high between the circles. Here's Renfro. Renfro pump fakes, then takes a shot. Another fake. Now he's going to launch a long three, and he's got it. And Apple was right there with him.
He's got 27.
51-47 with 3:40 to go. Rams have got a little stagnant here on the offense last couple of possessions. Jump trap again. Mitten has it between the circles. Here goes Cole down the lane. Jump stop. Weaves his way through traffic. Lays it up and good. Fletcher answers back.
He's got 19.
Renfro quickly the other way. Gets into the offensive end. Step back three. No good, but a foul will be called as Mitten and Apple were there, and Traylon Mitten will be called for the foul.
And that's trouble for Paoli because Mitten has now picked up his fourth personal foul, and that is team foul number 4 as well.
I don't know if it's a good sign or bad sign, but both teams are mad at the officials now. So, are they doing their job?
Yeah, they're not making any friends tonight, that's for sure.
Free throw rattles around, up and good by Renfro on the first of three. 53-48.
He's got 11 points in this quarter already and 28 on the night.
Taking over this game is the 6'3 senior. The second one is up and good. Checking back in, Elijah Logsdon. Coming out will be Noah Vance. Coach Casey here down the stretch right now, at least going to go with his 5 seniors. Renfro stepped off the line, now goes back, and before that shot is taken,
what do we have?
I don't know, Fletcher was talking to Traylon Mitten, and I think they thought that he was talking to the shooter, which you're not allowed to do. So,
talking
just
to
a
his
warning.
teammate.
Yeah.
Well, and the officials misinterpreted it. It's that simple.
Third free throw up and good. 53-50. Getting down here close to the end of this ball game. Again, jump trap out high. Here's Cole driving down the lane. Shot up in traffic. No good, but a foul called. And that will put Fletcher back at the free throw line.
See who it is that the foul is going to be on. Put up 10. That's going to be Logston. Yeah, he's out there. That's his second. Team foul number 4 whistled against Christian Academy. Do a little cleanup work underneath. And we'll get Fletcher Cole to the free throw line. 19 points so far tonight, going for 20 on this free throw.
Athletic Director Derek Newkirk doing that. Everybody along the inline saying, hey, you're earning your money tonight.
Yep.
So he came out. He knew that we were mad at him because of the closeness of the game between the two. He said, when that went into overtime, he said, I knew you and Bert were not going to be happy when you got back here tonight.
No, I missed dinner. That's not Fat Man friendly policy. I'll tell you that right now.
Free throw up and good by Cole to make it a 4-point Ram lead.
He owes me a triple nuke or whatever it is.
Second free throw up and good as well. 3:10 to go. Rams up by 5. Again, full court pressure in the backcourt. Renfro has it. He'll give it over to Vance. Vance takes it up the right side into the double team. Bobbled it, got it over to Cook. Cook pass out to Vance, knocked away, but a foot on there by Dakota Apple near the 10-second line.
Yeah, it was just that close to being just off of the hand, but it hit the foot same time. So Paoli unable to get a run out. Now they'll set defensively again.
Renfro triggers it into Cook. Cook right back to Renfro. Unlimited range. Jump pass in the lane, knocked away by Cole, stolen by Apple. 3-on-1. Dakota takes it in, and he is going to be fouled, and he goes down hard, and the technical, I believe, may be called.
Yeah, they're going to separate everybody. I don't think Cook meant to push him when he was headed down, but that's the way it's going to be interpreted. And I think the officials may get both teams together here in a second to say, let's just calm down, and we'll see. Yeah, he's going to call a technical. He did make the signal to the other official, so it's going to be a foul plus free throws for Paoli on the shot attempt.
And now the coaching staffs have got a little dialogue going. Let's put it this way.
Right. So the personal foul was on Renfro. That's his third and team fifth. The technical was on Cook. That's his second personal foul. And we will go to the free throw line. Apple will shoot his 2 free throws, and then they'll decide who's shooting the technical after that.
Dakota Apple will be there for 2 shots to pull everybody off. One of the officials will come over and talk to the official scorer, Dottie Phillips, to get everything squared away.
I was thinking earlier with Apple, this is probably his best ball game of the year, the most aggressive that he's been during a game.
Free throw up and good. He's got 6 on the night. 56-50. Next shot on the way by Apple. That's too hard off the back of the rim. No good. And Fletcher Cole will come over. Take over the 2 technicals. He's over talking to Coach Casey saying, hey, we're okay. Everybody's good here. Fletcher steps up at the line. Free throw up and good.
Give him
racking them up.
22 on the night.
58-50 in favor of Paoli with 2:48 to go. Second free throw up and good as well. So the Rams now get those 3 free throws and also possession of the basketball. Could be a big turning point in this game if the Rams are able to score and get it up to double digits. In the backcourt, the pass comes into Cole. 2:45 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Cole into the offensive end, dribbles time away at the center circle. Here comes the trap out. Right side to Apple. Swing it on the left side. Mitten down low to Chad Sullivan. Fakes, turn, shot up, no good. Ball tipped around, loose out of there. Into the backcourt, pulled down by Fletcher Cole for Paoli. Over to Mitten, down to Sullivan on the low block. Turns in the lane. Now back to the baseline. Puts a shot up, good, counted, and a foul. And Chad Sullivan has a 3-point play opportunity.
He's got 16 points on the night. Big night for Chad. With 2:20 to go, he also gives Paoli a 10-point advantage, and we'll go to the free throw line one more time.
Chancey will foul out with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Only had him getting his fourth, but that is number 5 on the board. So he is done with 2:20 to go. He fouls out with 12 points.
Sullivan at the line. Rams center rims in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Renfro, and traffic. He'll rush it up. Going to have a sense of urgency to trap Renfro. And he throws the ball away along the midcourt stripe. That pressure for the Rams creates a big turnover.
Yeah, pressure starting to pay off, and it's getting to that point of the quarter in the ball game where it's late in the game, late in a quarter, and Paoli's depth may start to take a toll on Christian Academy.
Minton has it to the right of the key with the dribble, and reaching in, Renfro to poke the ball away out of bounds. Rams will have it right in front of their bench, leading by 10 with 2:04 to go.
All right, hold on to it, get a good possession, get some points.
Denial, lob it in. Here's Padgett, one dribble in a double team, shot up good, counted, and a foul as Dane able to get posted up down low, and Cook falls down as he gets his legs tangled up with Padgett. And Christian Academy can't understand how come there wasn't a technical call there. So, but that was just two guys that got tangled up underneath. Nothing that was malicious at all.
That foul on Renfro, that's going to be his fourth, so he can't do that again.
At the line, Dane Padgett, who's played well again tonight for the Rams. Free throw rattles around, would not go. Rebound pulled down by Cook. Cook will bring it up with 2 minutes to go. Rams up by 12. Full court pressure. Yet to get it across. Finally, Vance does. Trapped at midcourt to Logsdon. Logsdon along the sideline. Back to Vance. Vance with the dribble. Give it off finally to Renfro. Renfro pushes off, and a charging foul will be called as that guy, Traylon Minton, was able to take the charge.
And Traylon can celebrate. He finally gets a call to go his way. And that foul on number 1 in light blue, that's Renfro, and that's going to be his fifth. So he becomes the second player for Christian Academy to foul out. And he's going to foul out. He has had an excellent game. Let's see, he had 13 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Cole works one-on-one in the backcourt, finally gets it across the timeline to Apple. Apple keeps the dribble alive. Rams going to spread it out with 1:35 to go. Apple at the center circle, used up that dribble. Give it over to Cole on the right wing. Here's Fletcher turning into the lane, and the timeout going to be taken by the Rams. 1:29 to go. Paoli up by 12. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equalizing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Well, 62-50, that's your score. Paoli on top by 12. And enthusiastic student section tonight. They've just about filled that section of the bleachers. It is a hard hat construction area type night tonight. And we got all kinds of kids over there. They just did the roller coaster thing, and they are excited to see their team up by 12. Paoli's got the ball out of bounds to the right of the bucket.
Celebrating homecoming, the Rams are here tonight. As the official a question on who the foul was on. And everybody gets situated here now. Rams will have it underneath their basket. To the right of the bucket, Dakota Apple on the baseline. Rams go straight across the baseline. Apple looks to his right, gets a screen, lob it into Sullivan. Sullivan mismatch. He's in a double team now. He turns on a fadeaway 5-footer, no good. And the rebound cleared off by Losey. Losey will bring it up. See now where they will go with Renfro. Actually didn't foul out, apparently. He's back in there. So.
Well, I was one short on Chancey, so it must have been a Renfro foul that was charged to Chancey.
Meanwhile, to throw it away to the Warriors. Here's Cole driving left side, goes hard to the basket, no foul. Out of there with it quickly is Cook as he gets across the timeline. He will be fouled at the top of the key, and that will put the Warriors at the free throw line with 1:01 to go in the ball game.
That foul is on Dane Padgett. That's going to be his third personal foul. Team foul number 5, so free throws to be taken the rest of the night for Christian Academy. And David Cook, he's up there. It's been a quiet night for him, a struggle. He's only made 1 field goal out of 5 attempts.
Free throw is up and good by the 6'5 senior. Best free throw shooter on the team at 89%, but he came in averaging over 17 points a ball game. His third point of the night. Rams have kept him in check. The double-headed duo of Cook and Renfro, but Renfro's really done the heavy lifting here tonight so far as Cook makes the second free throw. Padgett out as the Rams put Kirkland Hughes back in with 61 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Mitten gives it in to Cole down the left sideline. Fletcher gets it in the offensive end, stops on a dime. Now he's in a double team, fired out to Mitten. Mitten at the center circle, looking, give it off to Hughes. Kirkland takes it right in front of the Rams bench, and a timeout going to be taken by Paoli. 49 seconds to go, Rams up by 10. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, Paoli, they're going to try and close it out. 49 seconds to go, up by 10. They took the timeout. See what strategy was set by Coach Cole.
Throw it in all alone. Here's Sullivan driving in on Cook. Pump fake shot blocked by Renfro from behind. Chad got his own rebound, and when he went up the second time, there's a foul called, and that'll put Sullivan back at the stripe.
And I've already marked it down as Renfro being his fifth, and we'll see if that's the case or not.
Nope, it's going to be his fourth.
Still only 4. How? I can't be that far off.
Free throw by Chad Sullivan, front of the rim, and bounces off, no good. Hughes out. Dane Padgett back in for the purple and gold. Sullivan trying to make it a 1-for-2 trip at the line. His shot on the way up and good. Gives the Rams an 11-point advantage with 45 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Cook in the backcourt, nearly traveled. Give it off. Out front. Logston. Vance across the timeline, finally to Renfro. Renfro behind the back dribble. Gets to the elbow. Elevates. Puts up a 2-pointer. It is up and good. 63-52 with under 30 seconds to go. Cole in the backcourt in a double team. Takes it down. He's going to be fouled near the 10-second line. Everybody there gracious enough to hold everybody up from going to the floor. And that will put Fletcher Cole at the free throw line for the Paoli Rams.
That foul is on 10, Logston. And that is going to be his fifth. Okay, so there's where I went wrong. The officials signaling 1 and 10. I wasn't seeing a 0. I was seeing a fist. Okay, now we're okay.
Checking in will be Ezekiel Urban, number 32, 6 foot and a sophomore. Sees his first action of the night. Free throw by Cole, up and good. Got the first of 2, 64-54.
He's got 24.
23 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Second free throw up and good as well. Cole, another big night here on this weekend. With the basketball, Losey will bring it into the offensive end, shovels it ahead to Cook. Cook behind the back dribble, launches 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped around, and Padgett comes out of the pack with the rebound. Long lead pass to Apple. Wisely turns it up court, and the Rams just going to run out the time and pick up the win as they will improve now on the season to 10-1 with the victory here tonight over Christian Academy. Again, your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli 65, Christian Academy 54. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warmest smiling faces, latest tools and services, delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other two locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Rams now with this 11-point win improved to 10-1 on the season and have another 5-game winning streak, their second of the season so far, as they have a doubleheader weekend victory last night at Springs Valley and tonight here celebrating homecoming with the 11-point margin over Christian Academy. As we begin the post-game show, sponsored by OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. We had 3 ties, 3 lead changes, all of those coming in the first half of play as it was tight. We were 10-10 at the end of the first quarter. Rams, though, finally able to gap it out late in that second quarter and had the lead at 28-20 at the halftime break. Christian Academy just kept fighting back, able to keep that lead right around 5 to 9 points, trying to whittle in with some 3 points as this time in this third quarter of play. That's where we saw Josh Renfro really start to take over the ball game for the Christian Academy Warriors to keep them in it. Rams, though, still just kept them at arm's length every time that Renfro was able to bury a 3 or drive to the hoop and get to the free throw line. Paoli was coming back, had buckets in there by Cole, a free throw by Traylon Mitten, another basket by Dakota Apple. Chad Sullivan had some big baskets as well, and also Dane Padgett off the bench with a strong game. And the Rams were able to get the lead out to 42-35 at the end of 3 quarters. And that third quarter kind of played out the fourth quarter like the third quarter, able to keep, once again, Christian Academy right at arm's length, anywhere from a 5 to 9 point margin throughout that quarter. Finally, though, Christian Academy did get it down to a 3-point ball game, 53-50, 3:19 to go. Renfro was fouled on a 3-point shot, made all free throws, but Cole then able to come back, make 2 of his own to get the lead back out to 5. Rams got a stop. Apple hit 1 out of 2 at the line to make it 56-50. Then another stop by the Rams defense. Cole knocked down 2 free throws, and all of a sudden the lead was back out to 8. Rams again get another stop on the defensive end. This time it is to the free throw line. It's Chad Sullivan on an and 1, but unable to cash him. And then coming right back, Dane Padgett, another and 1 situation, but missed the free throw. But by that time, the lead was back up to 12 at 62-50 with just 2:02 to go. The Rams able to run out the string and win it here tonight, 65-54, your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rebounds, well, that closed down in the second half, just like it did last night. Rams struggled on the board in the first half, but did a much better job in the second half. In fact, they did not allow Christian Academy an offensive rebound in that second half after they had 5 at halftime. For the game, CAI had 22 total rebounds, 5 second chance opportunities. The Rams with 17 rebounds, and they had 6 offensive boards, 5 of those coming in the second half of play. The Rams, though, able again in that second half, like the first half, made up that disadvantage in rebounding with taking care of the basketball. The Rams tonight only had 6 turnovers, 3 in each half, while Christian Academy turned the ball over 15 times tonight as the Warriors fall now to 9-6. When we continue with the OC Eats postgame show, we'll take a look at team and individual stats. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cal-Car Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cal-Car Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cal-Car Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Here on homecoming night, where Brianna Perry was crowned queen and Johnny Schellenberger king, the Rams are able to break a 2-game losing streak to Christian Academy here tonight, as they are able to post the double-digit win, 65-54. Rams hold a 8-3 advantage over the last 8 meetings between these two teams, and over the last 25 games, the Rams hold the advantage by a margin of 21-4. But what counts now is the game that here tonight, the Rams have won 5 in a row for the second time this season and get to the double-digit win plateau.
Yep, Paoli, 65-54 win. Taking a look at some of the stats from tonight's ball game, Paoli shoots 53% overall. They were 21 out of 40 from the field, including 6 of 8 in that fourth quarter of play. Included in that 21 of 40 overall figure is 3 out of 11 three-point shooting for Paoli, just 27% there. At the free throw line, Paoli 19 out of 27, 70%. They made 11 of 16 in that fourth quarter of play. For Christian Academy, they finished 20 of 58 for the night, 53%. Just like Paoli, they were 6 out of 8 from the field in the fourth quarter for 75%. Included in their 20 of 38 overall figure is 6 out of 20 three-point shooting, 30% there. So better than half of their field goal attempts came from three-point range. They were just 1 out of 3 in the fourth quarter of play. At the free throw line, Christian Academy, 8 of 11 on the night, 73%. They were 6 out of 6 in that fourth quarter of play. Add that much up, and what you get is a 65-54 Paoli win. When the OC Eats postgame show continues, we'll take a look at some of the individual totals from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hear that? Adventure is calling your name. Are you ready to answer? At Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we're here to guide you on your financial journey. From checking and savings accounts tailored to your needs to personalized investment strategies, Springs Valley has the fuel for your future. Need a loan? We've got competitive rates and flexible options to make those big life moments a reality. Stop by a Springs Valley Banking Center and let's start planning today for tomorrow's adventures. Adventure awaits. Let Springs Valley guide the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Paoli Rams extend the win streak to 5 in a row and win it 65-54. As the OC Eats postgame show continues, we're going to take a look at some of the individual totals from tonight's ball game. Paoli led tonight by Fletcher Cole and Chad Sullivan, both of them well into the double figures. Fletcher, he had 25 points on the night, including 8 in that fourth quarter of play. He stepped up at the free throw line tonight, 6 out of 6 in the fourth quarter and 7 of 7 overall. Chad Sullivan, he finishes with 17 points, so those are the 2 double-figure scores for Paoli. Tell you what we'll do. We'll take one more break, and we'll come back with Coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Rams celebrate homecoming tonight with a 65-54 win over Christian Academy as we continue with the OC Eats postgame show. Head Coach Dusty Cole joins us now. Coach, this racks up a really big weekend for you last night at Valley and a really good win over a good team tonight.
Really proud of the kids. You know, I thought they played really hard this weekend and played some good basketball. And to be honest with you, you know, those are 2 teams, just being the rival game that it was on Friday. And then, you know, this is a good team here. You got to play for 32 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you play for 28, you know, you might be beat. And I thought we did a really good job of doing just that and was really good on the defensive end the entire time. Our defense is getting a lot better. This was a game we had to sit down and play some man-to-man, you know, and just kind of dig in and get stops. And I think our kids kind of showed a lot of toughness, and that's what it takes to win games like this.
Well, it was a game, Coach, that I think kind of was defined the way you thought it would be. Your depth was a big difference in this game.
Big difference. You know, we got some great play. You know, just unfortunately we had to use it a little bit more than we wanted. You know, we'll get that checked out, but hopefully Cooper's back. Huge part of our team. And was really kind of worried that would kind of take the wind out of it a little bit early because, you know, we were actually playing pretty well, and everybody gets really concerned about their teammates. We care about each other a lot, so I was kind of concerned with that. But the kids did a nice job of just playing on and you know, playing at a high level. But that depth, you know, like we talked about, really, really important. We put some guys in there. Everybody we played gave us good minutes and did a nice job of keeping track of their scores, which is really hard to do against a team like that. You know, they get loose a couple times, and as you can see, you know, they can score pretty quickly.
Well, we talked about how would that depth be an advantage, and we always say look at the end of quarters, particularly in the second quarter. And right before that quarter break, you had a 14-3 run to really kind of give you some breathing room at intermission.
Which was huge. You know, they actually hit a shot at the end. I think it was actually 14-0. If we could have got one more stop. But the end of those quarters, you know, we talked about that, are really important. That's when they kind of wear down a little bit. And we got fresh guys out there. A lot of times we got guys that have already been out of the game and back in. So that's what you know we want to do to teams. That's kind of how we play. That's kind of how we're built a little bit, and you know the kids enjoy that too, I think.
Well, it kept right around that 5 to 9 point margin, but Coach, every time they made a little run to try and get in, you had the answer.
We did. You know, we did a nice job on the offensive end. There was a time they closed it to, I think 2 or 3 points.
3, yep.
2 or 3 points, and you know just kind of dug in, was able to answer. I thought our post guys were outstanding this game. You know, Chad was kind of due this game. You know, he's been kind of waiting on it for a long time. You know, Chancey's got the best of him 2 years in a row. And you know, I think Chad remembers those things. He really wanted to play well. And this was kind of the opposite of what we have seen the past 2 years. You know, Chad kind of went to work a little bit, and Chancey got in foul trouble this time. And then we just kept going to him in there. But he did a great job. And then you add in Dane's points off the bench and the paint as well. And, you know, between those guys, you know, they come up with 25 points between the two of them and you know, about 8 or 9 rebounds. So really good job by those two, and they just kind of established the paint for us.
And kind of like last night, Coach, you struggled early in the first half rebounding, but you got that corrected. but you did another nice job to offset that by keeping a low turnover margin.
Yeah, I think we only turned over 6 times.
That's what I had.
And, we turned them over about 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the number. This isn't a team that's going to turn over 25 times, but 15's a lot for them. They usually take care of the basketball and just kept them off balance a little bit. But the main thing it did, it kept those scorers out front. They had to handle the basketball. We had Renfro out front, Cook out front. Anytime they're out in front of all 5 guys, you can see them a little bit. And obviously terrific players, just really good players. Great program, too. They do some good things. They fight. They play hard. But he hit some tough shots. About 3 or 4 of those threes he shot were probably extended to the volleyball line. And he had a pretty good hand, too.
Yes, he did.
So he's just a terrific player. He's going to play college ball, and, he'll have 4 more good years after this. So I was proud of our guys, though, and we did what we wanted to do with the pressure and then dropping back in the half court and being physical in the half court, getting into the bench a little bit. Those fouls add up for both teams. We have a lot of fouls, too, but, when you spread that out amongst 8 or 9 guys,
right,
it's a lot different than just the 5 guys. So the fouls are pretty close to even, but we can just spread them out a little more with that depth. That's another thing that allows us to do sometimes. So just a good game by all of our guys.
Well, Dakota drew that assignment for the majority of the night against Renfro, and even though Renfro had a huge night, it was that he had to work for every shot he got. I felt sorry for Dakota. I don't know how much better he could play defense on a lot of those shots.
Yeah, I know it. I thought he did a great job. He's so active with his hand, and he did. He just kind of made him work for everything. And it's kind of weird to say that a guy played really good defense and he got 32
yeah,
or something like 32, 34, something like that. But he really did. He just made him work. I think that was a difference in the game. I thought the help off the other guys was pretty good. It's very difficult to do because we're kind of switching a lot out there too, and from the press to the half court, we do that a lot. So there were a few times a few other guys got caught on him, but then Dakota would get back on him and just kind of chased him around a little bit. And then the big guys on Cook was a huge key. That's a kid that scores 18 or 20 points a game. And I think he only has 4 tonight. I think the physicality on him was really good for us. Dane was a good matchup for him. You probably don't see a lot of kids with that size and strength that he has that can kind of move like Dane, because that's what Cook is. He's a 6'5" kid that can do a lot of things, and he moves well and handles the ball. And that was a good matchup, for Dane, and it just kind of evened him out a little bit.
Well, a good weekend for Fletcher, both last night and tonight. He hit some big baskets again.
Yeah, he did. And, we expect that from him. Obviously he's going to have some off nights like everybody, but he's a terrific player. And, I'm giving all those other guys credit for their team, too. And I don't think I'd trade ours for anybody.
No.
He did a really nice job, and I thought he played good defense. And those are some things he's been working on, too. But he's so hard to stop out front, when he can just get to the middle of that paint and the way he can rise up and just stop on a dime like that. I thought he shared the ball. He kind of fed the post well tonight. But just a really good game. And, he shot a good percentage, which is what he's trying to do. He's not a kid that takes, 25 shots a game. Fletcher takes about 15, 16 shots a game. And it's kind of amazing that he ends up sometimes with 25, 29 points on, 16 shots. That's pretty good. That's pretty efficient. Gets to the free throw line a lot. And he scores a lot of points there as well. And, they just add up.
That they do. All right, Coach, another 5-game winning streak under your belt.
Well, we're playing some good basketball, but that starts at practice. We just talked about it in the locker room. We've got 2 more coming up on the road. It's going to be a tough weekend, probably tougher than this weekend. 2 really good teams. And, like I said, both on the roads with a pretty long trip, too. We've got to take an hour bus ride both places. But it all goes back to the practice time. You've got to string good things together, and if you start to have a bad game or two and it just kind of kills kind of what you're doing and kind of feel like you're starting over sometimes. But if you can just keep building on those things, and that's what we're trying to do in practice. But I think the most important thing is the kids like being there, and they really enjoy each other. We have a good time in the locker room, and that makes that hour and a half go so much better. And then, like we always say, that just that competition, that they like to compete, and we have that depth to compete, and that just creates a good environment in practice. So then we get out here in the game, and it's real physical like that, and that's exactly how we practice every day. It is very physical. The kids have to play through some things. It's very tough, but that's what we're trying to create. It's a little bit different, obviously from a game to a practice, but we try to get that for at least an hour every day, and then we always work on the fundamentals and stuff too. So kind of just go back to practice and have 3 or 4 good days and continue to do what we're doing. And this was one of those games where we kind of talked about making some adjustments because we're playing such good players and shooters. But in the end, let's just do what we do. And I think the kids enjoy it. We've gotten pretty good at it, and let's make them adjust to us a little bit.
Coach, big week next week, 3 games with the makeup of Tell City throwing in there on Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, that is going to be a little different. It's only 2 practices, but that'll be nice. Kids love playing, and, when you're playing good basketball, you want to play again pretty soon.
And that'll be Tuesday night. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win.
Okay, thank you.
Head coach Dusty Cole of the Paoli Rams. They win it here tonight as they take care of Christian Academy. Again, your final 65-54 in favor of the Rams. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
An 11-point win for Rams on homecoming tonight to celebrate it in a big way as Paoli takes care of Christian Academy 65-54. Bert will now finalize those stats that he was going through before Coach came up.
We touched on shooting percentages just to give you the big picture. Paoli 21 of 40 on the night, 53%. Also 19 out of 27 from the free throw line, 70%. Christian Academy 20 of 38 overall, 53%. They had a big fourth quarter on 6 out of 8 shooting in that fourth quarter. As far as the individual scoring is concerned, 2 players in double figures tonight for Paoli. Fletcher Cole leads the way with 25 points, then 17 for Chad Sullivan. Sullivan got off to a little bit of a slow start, but really picked it up in the second half. He had, a little bit better than half his points in that second half of play. Where Paoli gets a lift is off the bench tonight. Dane Padgett, his biggest offensive output of the season with 8 points. Then 6 points for Dakota Apple, 5 points off of the bench for Kirkland Hughes. So 13 total points off of the bench for Paoli tonight. And then 2 points apiece for Traylon Minton and for Cooper Spires. And we will keep an eye on Cooper to see exactly how serious that knee injury was that he sustained. That was back in the first quarter of play, and he did not return to the lineup. As far as Christian Academy is concerned, Joshua Renfro, excellent ball player. Really nice night tonight. 32 points for him, including 15 in that fourth quarter when they were trying to get back into it. Then 12 points for Joshua Chansey at that center spot, 5 points for Cooper Losey, 4 points for David Cook. So Paoli holds him about 13 points below his season average, and then a single point for Elijah Logston. Scores by the quarters. After one, we were tied at 10. Second quarter, Paoli wins that by a margin of 18-10. It was 28-20 at the half. Third quarter, Christian Academy won that, but only by a single point, 15-14. That got us to a 42-35 score after 3. And in the fourth quarter, Paoli outscores Christian Academy 23-19, and Paoli wins it 65-54.
Celebrate homecoming always with a win makes it that much more enjoyable. And by the way, we failed to mention that the pregame festivities tonight included Coach Cole being honored for his 200th career coaching victory. That occurred back against Hamilton Heights when we were over at Switzerland County in that holiday tournament when he picked up that number 2, quite a milestone for Coach Cole in his 13th year. So congratulations to him. And, of course, as he told us after he got that win, and when we talked about it, he deflected, of course, always to his assistants and his players, as coaches will do. So congratulations, Coach Cole, for being honored on that tonight. Also, a couple of programming notes to pass along to you. The girls' sectional basketball draw will be this coming Sunday. You can hear that here on Mix 95.3 and on sister station WKLO 96.9 from 5 to 7. And then on Tuesday night, with that makeup game of Tell City, kind of put us in a bind. We have both boys and girls scheduled for that night, but we'll be able to bring you both games. The girls we will put on WKLO 96.9 as they'll be traveling to Eastern. David Deaton will have that call for you. And Bert and I will be here at Chambers Gymnasium for the Tell City Paoli game here on Mix 95.3. Again, that will be a 6 o'clock ball game for the JV varsity at 7:30. May have to check that with the time differential. They may have to add another 30 minutes on it. We'll let you know about that Monday at Coach's Corner, just on the exact time. But when the marksmen do come to town, Bert, the Rams will be looking for win number 11.
Yep, and they will be heavily favored. Tell City is kind of struggling a little bit, but it'll be good to get back at it, get that one knocked out, and just move on to the next, because the schedule for Paoli, it's going to pick up. It's going to get tough here in the next couple of weeks.
Well, by the time we get to next Saturday, we'll be in the final month of the regular season. Hard to believe, as
already.
February will be here. And as Coach mentioned, we'll have a tough doubleheader weekend on the road next Friday and Saturday. Friday at Corden Central, and then we will be down at Forest Park on Saturday. Kyle Bostic, the assistant coach from Orleans, is the JV coach for Christian Academy.
Okay.
So his dad, Tom, here earlier tonight as well. Always good to catch up with them. But here tonight, the Rams are able to pick up the win 65-54 despite 32 points. Great game by Josh Renfro in a losing cause. Rams are led, though, Fletcher Cole with 25, and got solid backup tonight from Chad Sullivan with 17 in the 65-54 victory for the Paoli Rams. For Christian Academy, they are now 9-6 on the season. They'll be back in action next Friday night. They will be on the road to take on Providence. While for the Rams, again, the makeup game on Tuesday here at Chambers Gymnasium, taking on the Tell City Marksmen. The Rams are now 10-1 on the season. As always, I want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you boys high school basketball, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season. A big thank you and a great job, as always, by our engineer and producer back at the studio tonight, Melissa Wall, and most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick as we wrap up the OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Your final tonight from Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court. It was Paoli 65, Christian Academy 54. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley